Welcome to Evermentor YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see one of the private university teaching as well as a non-teaching recruitment notification. And here the multiple subjects, assistant professor notifications are there as well as the non-teaching position notifications are also there. So whoever the candidates are having the only or any graduation or the post-graduation NET or the PhD qualified candidates. So for all these categories, the different designations are mentioned. And as per the UGC norms, they are going to pay the UGC pay scale. So share this video to your friends or colleagues who are looking for this type of opportunities. It might be helpful to them. And after watching this video, if your requirement or the subject is not there, then mention your requirement in the comment section. If I got the recruitment notification which is matching up with your requirement, then definitely I will come up in the next video. So to get my next video as a notification, subscribe the channel and after that tap the bell icon. Then you are going to get all the job videos as a notifications. And now while coming to the present content of this video, the university name is K.R. Mangalam University. So from this private university, we got the recruitment notification in the careers blog. Okay, so current openings, dance teacher, western dance required. So required experience is also mentioned here. And coming to the assistant professor in the School of Basic and Applied Sciences. If you want to check the details regarding this one, here the plus symbol is there. Just click on this one and then you will be directed to the complete eligibility criteria and everything required for this basic and applied sciences it will show. So here you may check down that physics, physical chemistry, physics and mathematics. Okay, these related candidates are required. And a PhD degree in the relevant field. So they did not mention that it is a mandatory, but they required that must and should. Bachelor's degree, master's degree and UGC NET. So these three are the mandatory. Okay. And coming to the teaching, 1 year of teaching experience is required. So if any research publication something, so they mentioned here. And the roles and responsibilities. So if you want to apply for this position, then just click on this submit inquiry and then you will be directed to the online application form. So through that one you can able to upload all your details and then you can submit your application form. Next one is the HR recruiter also required. So coming to the HR recruiter, the eligibility criteria is given here. The location is in the head office itself, Chhatarpur, and we are looking for the HR recruiter to manage our full cycle recruitment. Okay, and the responsibility is also given here. So interested candidates may apply for these positions. And coming to the graphic designer and assistant professor in psychology, associate and assistant professor in the subject of economics, and associate and assistant professor in the subject of architecture, and assistant professor in physiotherapy, associate and assistant in the School of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, and assistant professor in the electrical and electronics engineering. So while coming to the engineering department related vacancies are also available here. Okay, so as per the ACT rules and regulations, the eligibility criteria will go for the assistant professor category for the engineering disciplines. And while coming to the assistant professor in political science and associate and assistant in the pharma and a controller of examinations also required. So for this one, there is no need of experience and all. So it is a full time and the job summary and the key responsibilities are mentioned here. Okay, so qualifications, bachelor's degree any field, and if you are having the 5 years of experience in the exam administration like that, then you guys can apply for this position. And next one, sports in charge and HR generalist, assistant professor in School of Basic and Applied Sciences for the Forensic Science Department, and assistant professor in the Bachelor of Art and Craft or Painting, and compliance officer of the Deputy Registrar also required. So for this one, the 0 experience. So any bachelor's degree candidates can apply for this position. Okay. And coming to the web developer and the professor of practice in computer science or management. So professor of practice is recently introduced by the University Grants Commission. Like without PhD, with industrial experience, the candidates can be recruited in the universities in the position of professor of practice. Okay, so those candidates and so for this professor of practice candidates, the industrial experience is required. So 15 years of industrial experience they are asking, and a training officer aptitude training, training officer in the soft skills training, front office executive or the receptionist required. So for this front office executive, any discipline is fine. Okay, with any graduation you guys can apply. If the post graduation is there, then they will prefer. So good communication skills and all these things is required. drama instructor, counseling in mental health and well-being, and associate, assistant, and professor for the Department of English, and director IQAC, Dean School of Legal Studies and Agriculture Sciences, Dean required, and associate professor in the subject of fashion designing, and associate and assistant professor for the journalism and mass communication, and for the computer science and engineering, and SOMC, operations, finance, IT, and economics, assistant professor in the departments of education, agricultural science, and the School of Legal Studies. Okay, and admin assistant is required, and the lab assistant is required. So coming to the admin assistant, they mentioned some experience, but any graduation is fine. Okay, with any graduation you guys can apply for this position. Okay, so bachelor's degree is must. And next one is the lab assistant. Okay, so for lab assistant also they are asking some 1.2 experience like that. So BSc is required, and the MSc is also required in the relevant field. Okay, so total these are the different subjects and the different designations related to recruitment notification from the KR Mangalam University. So it is online application website, guys. I mean portal. So if you want to apply, then through this one you can apply. So job title and what's your name and mail address, telephone. Okay, do you have the PhD degree or not? Do you have the master's degree or not? So based upon your qualifications and all, you just fill up all these details and then click on the submit button here. Okay, so by this way you are going to put up the application form for this Mangalam University, and later based upon their scrutiny procedure and the rules and regulations, they are going to call you guys. Okay, the shortlisted candidates may get the call. So to get the more job notifications like this, subscribe the channel and then tap the bell icon. Thank you very much for watching the video, and all the best to the applicants.